What's up, Brunswick County? This month on Brunswick Biz, we'll begin our show in Leland, where we'll meet mixologist Paul Campbell, who's Mr. Bartender. And then we'll head over to Village Road, where we'll meet Lee Kent, the owner of Brodee Dogs, a new hot dog joint that's opened up in Leland. And then finally, we'll go to Lockwood Folly Country Club in Supply. So stay with us. This is Brunswick Biz, connecting Brunswick County one business at a time. If you're planning a special event, we have somebody you need to meet. Mr. Bartender, Paul Campbell, thanks for being with us today on Brunswick Biz.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
So Mr. Bartender is a very unique business. You're a mixologist. Tell me about what you do and how you started this business.
So we created a concept that I considered trendy, fun, but we also very professionally articulate, if the word is, how we get cocktails across to a demographic here, from people that are retired to the fun crowds who want to do their weddings. We started the idea of doing private parties, very intimate, at home bar systems that we set up in their space, and they turned out to be a lot more than that because we grew into a more corporate wedding industry right now, and it's growing really well.
So you do all kinds of events, from weddings to private parties, retirement parties, business parties, whatever folks may need somebody to do, mixed drinks. In a fun, entertaining setting, you're the guy that they need to talk to.
Yeah, we have a team of professionals. That's exactly right, what you said. We are a custom-built company, so that's one of the reasons we have packages on the website for you to kind of give you an idea of how we do it, but we don't put a price up there because the custom packages can be anything from a small intimate wine pairing dinner for 14 to 600 people, like we did for the Cucurulus Film Festival this year, or last year. And also with Star News, the 150th anniversary booked us to do the Harry Potter theme event at the convention center. That was a blast, by the way.
So you have some big clients like the Star News and Cucurulus, but you also do, people's private events. So it's good to know that you can handle it all. Paul, tell me about how you decided to start this business and what got you into bartending in that line of work. I know you told me that you changed your lifestyle to do this.
So I guess if you talk to most people in the food and beverage industry and bartenders specifically, they fall in love with the idea of something different every day. They usually have a degree or a master's or a doctorate, and they understand that sitting at a desk can be something you do as a career. But most people that I've talked to in the industry that really enjoy and passionate about bartending make it a career. I got into it after my Air Force career. I was offered a really good job on Wall Street, and did the 9 to 5 like everyone. We worked 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week with a consistent routine, and I felt like that's something I could not have enjoyed doing I guess for 40 years and retiring. It did pay a lot, it paid the bills, we were home with our family, but I offered the opportunity doing something more fun when I was at a wedding at the North Ritz Club in Syosset, Long Island. And I give the maitre d' a lot of credit for this. He kind of took me on the wing. I saw that these celebrity-style weddings and the tuxedos and the servers and bartenders in their white gloves and these custom ice luges, and everybody's having a blast. And I really got intrigued with how they enjoy that. So I pursued the bartending side of it specifically because I thought that makes the party. That's where the fun is. The DJ is one part. The entertainment is also at the bar. Everyone's entertain with a cocktail or something fun like that. And I decided to get all the certifications you need in New York. So that the idea spawned out of New York, where it's a very busy city, a lot of competition, so you really had to bring your A game. So one of the reasons I decided.
So you're really bringing this cool big city entertainment business to Brunswick County, which is so exciting because we all know that there's so much going on here in Brunswick County, and to have you come down and share your expertise with folks is so special.
Yeah,
Paul,
thank you.
Yeah, Paul, so you live in Leland.
Yes, we are residents of Leland for the past 10 years, and we enjoy it. It's a great community.
And who do you serve? I mean, of course you serve the northern end of the county, but will you travel all throughout Brunswick County?
So I give credit to Brunswick County, specifically the North Chamber of Commerce and and Oak Island and Southport Chambers is, and all the South Chamber of Commerce is. They actually support me in some business that we had started up in the past, some partnerships. Brunswick Forest specifically, Baldhead Island. We have done sunset cruises on the water.
Wow.
Down the Cape Fear River, and it's a lot of fun with live band musicians, 2 levels. Here in Brunswick Forest specifically, we have a big following on the golf courses. They have humongous homes that could entertain, 50 to 75 people. So we kind of customize the bars in their homes and do different martini stations and wine and beer stations. So my radius has been expanded a bit. We called the company Mr. Bartender, that's spelled out M-I-S-T-E-R. Most people just put the abbreviations. And portcity.com for a reason, because we consider ourselves, as the mission statement say, Wilmington's premier private mixology service. So we kind of cover the New Hanover County, the southeastern North Carolina, and that includes everything from Myrtle Beach all the way up to.
All right, so you'll go down Calabash, Charlotte, Ocean Isle Beach, Sunset Beach, all that area as well.
We have done that, yeah.
All right, so, Paul, I want to talk about your mobile bar you have behind me. This is what you use to do your craft. So tell me about what you have here and what you're going to be making in front of us today.
Absolutely. So this is just one little simple setup we can do within a half an hour and come in and have one bartender be there in your home, a little space. This is actually a footprint of a 6-foot table. The reason I wanted to show this specifically is people to know that we have done parties on the back of yachts. We've used the Spencer 87, which is a 87-foot yacht that on the back of the space is only about 12 feet. And even on the water on Wrightsville Beach, we can literally walk off onto the back and set up this bar and have it really beautiful. We've done it in last summers. This is a simple setup. Like I said, we do 3 specialty martinis or cocktails. One of the things I've been focusing on, and when we created the concept, is to do organic, local, and fresh. And I say local specifically because Got to BNC has been part of our business. I'm a veteran owner as well, so I want to let people know that. And we got a lot of support from the Veteran Business Outreach Centers at Fayetteville State University, and big sponsors that have been looking at our brand. Right here out of the North Carolina local area, we have North Carolina's Covington Sweet Potato Gourmet Vodka. I like to let people know that it's a premium vodka. It's right up there with the Grey Goose and Belvedere's that are famous around the world. But this is, what makes it special is 100% sweet potato. There's no other vodka that actually been made with sweet potatoes. It's the first one to do it. And it's velvety smooth. The sweet potato doesn't make you, well, it deceives you because you think you're gonna have something sweet, but it's really versatile. That's what makes vodka a good base ingredient. One of the fun cocktails we do is a raspberry lemonade. And most people think that they know the flavors of that, so we try to stay true to it. What the Covington vodka do with that flavor is actually make it taste like an adult lemonade. You taste the lemonade first, but after a few of those, you'll probably enjoy yourself a lot.
Yeah, Paul, one of the things that I know you specialize in is really helping people discover new things to drink. Because I know some people have, when it comes to mixed drinks, they may be getting the same thing every time they go out. You can kind of help them explore a little.
And this is true about most trendy mixologists and bartenders in the industry now. I, for one, use specifically classic cocktails as an inspiration, and from the margaritas to the mojitos. And there are a lot of flavored distilleries that are doing flavored vodkas and gin out there now. So people can make their own drinks at home with a pomegranate flavored vodka now from different vodka companies. But what keeps it different and more refreshing is when you actually use the fresh ingredients to make your own simple syrups at home, which is a good example of what I've been doing here. We've got a fresh squeezed lime juice, you got raspberry simple syrups, and this is why when you make the cocktail, you taste the difference. So to answer your question, we use the inspirations from classic cocktails to build off of that. Like the old fashioned that we have in the back there, that's made with a bourbon whiskey. I break it down to a blackberry old fashioned and present it with a blackberry simple syrup, and people love that.
And real quick, Paul, if somebody is interested in booking you for their event,
yes,
what is the process? Like, how do you work with your clients to really suit their needs and make it unique to their
That's a good
event?
question. When we started the company, it was a lot of word of mouth. People talk about what we do, and it was fun, and they passed the information on to each other. So as we grew into a more corporate space, we decided to create our website as MrBartenderPortCity.com, completely spelled out M-I-S-T-E-R. And what we do is actually to complete that short questionnaire, maybe drop an email to us at Mr. Bartender, spelled out again, PC at gmail.com. So the emails are usually the best way to get a response. I have my direct phone number on all my advertising materials, and they can call and actually speak to me directly, and we do a free consultation with our guests. And that's one of the reasons we have 5 stars as a trending review. It's because we do a one-on-one, we sit down, we listen to our clients specifically about what they want, and that's why we consider ourselves a customized business, and then build our packages based on maybe their budget or their location or venues. And we're fully insured to do that as well.
All right, Paul, well, thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get to work and make a cool drink for us and a cool cocktail. I can't wait to see it. Thanks again.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We're going to use some high-end ingredients and give you some idea of how we do this. Just
all right.
Shake and bake, I call it.
Go to work.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
I'm here with Lee Kent at Brodee Dogs, located here in Leland. Thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Lee, you own several businesses in the community, but this is your newest. So tell me about where the idea of Brodee Dogs started and why you decided to open up a hot dog shop right here in Leland.
Okay, well, we owned a boutique next door, and I had the opportunity to get this small building, and it's 600 square feet. So I'm out in the parking lot actually trying to decide what I want to do with it, and I'd been and seen some olive oil and spice companies. And I thought, that's a really neat concept. But as I was standing out here and looking around, I realized it wasn't a good location for it. So I was trying to figure out what was good here, and I'm looking at the Hardee's and the Bojangles and the Waffle House and McDonald's and Taco Bell, and I'm thinking, well, everybody does hamburgers.
Yeah.
But nobody specializes in hot dogs. It's a small building, it doesn't take much to do that, so that's what I want to do. I'll specialize in hot dogs. So that's kind of how that idea came about.
Yeah, and this is the only specialty hot dog shop in Leland.
Right now, yes.
And right now, so that's such a great idea to have a local business right here amongst all the change, a place for people to stop in for lunch and grab something real quick, or to bring the family for an affordable, dinner, or take something and get it to go and bring it home. Tell me about your menu. So you have some specialty dogs.
Yeah, when we decided to do this, obviously the first thing you want to do is, well, for me, I don't want to do anything that's like haphazard. We don't want to do a low quality product. So we tested a lot of hot dogs trying to look for a quality product that people recognize. So what we came to realize is there's so many people that have moved in from different areas. Sabrett seemed to ring truer and truer and truer. So we actually tried that in comparison to some of the other hot dogs in the area, and it was an outstanding hot dog. It's all beef. It's never frozen. There are no fillers, and there's no what do you call it? Gluten.
Artificial.
There's no gluten in it, which is a big deal today with the gluten-free diets that have come about. So that's kind of how we come out with the Sabrett hot dog, and then basically my wife's father served them hot dogs every Friday night. It was like his deal, and so his favorite hot dog just had mustard and chili and onions and slaw on it. So we said, okay, well, we need to kind of look at our family members and see what they like, and then look at our neighbors and see what they like. So that's how we came up with the different combinations. And then we looked online and got a few. But the one that we named after my father-in-law is Papa John, because that was his name.
Oh, I see. And that one has, I'm looking at the menu now, it's off to our left. It's a yellow mustard, chili, onions, and slaw.
Exactly the way he liked to eat it.
Exactly the way he had it. And then the Brodee dog, that must be your signature dog.
It is our signature dog. That came from a little bit of online research, and I love bacon.
Hey,
so it's a bacon wrapped hot dog, deep fried. It's got cheddar cheese on it, and our special homemade Brodee sauce, which you can only get at Brodee Dogs.
Wow.
So that's how we came up with the Brodee dog, and it is our #1 seller. People really like it.
And then there's the Kent, which
is
your
obviously
namesake.
my last name. So what we did is we make homemade pimento cheese, And we kind of took the Papa John idea and said, well, we got to make it a little bit different. So we put pimento cheese on it as well, which gives it a totally different taste, but it's pretty awesome.
All right, and I mean, there are several specialty dogs. I don't know if we have the time to talk about all of them, so people are gonna have to come stop by in and check it out, go online, see your menu. How about some of the other selections you have? I know you have, one part of your menu says if you can't hang with the dogs. So if you can't hang with the dogs, what can you get?
Well, basically we did that section of the menu because everybody's not always in the mood for a hot dog. So we had to have some alternatives to that. So we do make homemade pimento salad in-house. So you can have a grilled homemade pimento salad sandwich, which is really, really good. You can have pimento cheese on a bed of lettuce with a boiled egg and a slice of cheddar cheese with it, with crackers as a side salad. We have a homemade rotisserie chicken salad that we do a grilled sandwich with. We also do that as a side salad, and we do one where we combine the chicken salad and the pimento cheese together over chopped lettuce with a boiled egg and cheese sticks and crackers, and top that off with a celery salt, and it's pretty outstanding. So those are two things that are signature to us. We also got a sweet Italian sausage. People ask about kielbasa or sausage dogs and things of that nature, which I didn't want to do that, but I wanted something similar. So we came out and I went to a food show and I found a sweet Italian sausage, and it's outstanding. And we do that with grilled onions and peppers and whatever else you might like on it. So it's really, really good. We did add a hamburger to our menu, so anything that we have that goes on a hot dog can also go on a hamburger. And a hamburger, we partner with Piggly Wiggly over here, and they grind our meat fresh every day.
Right.
And we bring it over here, we ball it up in a 1/4 ounce pound, 4 ounces of meat, ball it up, put it in the refrigerator. When you order it, we stick that ball on the grill, smash it with the weight, salt and pepper. It's an old-fashioned hamburger. So it's really, really good.
And of course, you can also build your own hot dog as well.
You can build your own hot dog if you don't like any of the selections that we have currently on the menu. And with that, mustard, ketchup, and mayonnaise is always just, if you want it, you got it. And then we have standard, what we call standard toppings and what we call deluxe toppings. So you get 2 standards, 1 deluxe at the same cost that it's posted at. You can add anything for a little of the upcharge.
Has anybody come up with a combination on their own that has been interesting or stuck out to you?
Actually, they have. I've got we partner with Forever Friends because it's a dog concept. It's a hot dog. I named it after my dog. So one of the things that we do is we give 1% of our monthly sales to Forever Friends, which is a group organized to help take care of dogs and help get them the medical care that they need, and also they help adopt them out. So I have a lot of friends over at Cape Side Animal Hospital who sponsors Forever Friends. And the girls over there came over and said, I'd like to have a hot dog with peanut butter on it.
Wow.
So I'm like, really? They said, yeah. So we made a hot dog just specially for them, and we call it the Cape Side. And it has peanut butter and slaw on it.
Okay.
And they come over once a week and they order their special dog.
Wow, so if anybody's up for it, come by Brodee Dogs and try the Cape Side. Ask for the Cape Side and they'll know what you're talking about.
Yep, exactly.
And I wanted to ask you about Brodee. That's your dog. Tell us about him.
Well, I always had big dogs all my life. About 3 years ago, I was at a yard sale thing, and they had little puppies. And I just wanted to see them. I already had 3 dogs at home. I didn't need a puppy. So I walked over there and I picked this little thing up, and he was a Dachshund. And I put him right here, and he laid his little head on my chest, and that was the end of it.
Aww.
And we've been best buddies ever since. So we came to name this place. My mother looked at me and said, well, that's kind of a no-brainer. You have a hot dog dog. Why don't you name it after your dog? So that's how Brodee Dogs came about.
Brodee Dogs came to be. Lee, is there anything else that you want to mention that really sets Brodee Dogs apart from other restaurants here in northern Brunswick County?
Well, there's a couple of things I mentioned a little earlier. We have our own signature sauce. It's called Brodee sauce. It's a mayonnaise base, but people have fell in love with it. They really like it. They're trying to buy it from me by the quart. I haven't figured out how to do that, or have not really made that move to do that. So that signature Brodee sauce is really good to mention. We do carry regular French fries and sweet potato fries. And it warrants a little talk about the sweet potato fries. They are processed, they're sourced, processed right here in North Carolina out of Pembroke. So they grow them and they process them and they warehouse them and they sell them out of Pembroke. With that, we also have a special sauce we call sassy sauce, and it's a honey, cinnamon, buttery, sauce that goes on them. It's kind of like what you'd put on a sweet potato fluff without the pecans. And you dip your sweet potato fries in that, and they are outstanding. One other item that I'd like to mention is we also carry potato knishes. And I didn't know what that was, but that is a staple up in the New York area. And the street vendors sell them. And a neighbor of mine mentioned to me that we needed to get those. And I've got them, and they're brought in fresh every 2 weeks by a truck from New York with my Sabrett hot dogs. And we sell a lot of them. And people say they're really good. They're spot on from what they were used to as they grew up that are from that area.
Yeah, Lee, I also can tell your customer service is key here, because we came in, we were setting up to do our interview, and you were helping folks navigate the menu and try to find something that they like, and I thought that was a great thing for y'all to do, and I'm sure your staff helps people when they come in if they're looking for the right thing to eat.
Well, I appreciate that. We kind of pride ourselves in that. The only reason I wanted to be in the restaurant business is I was in it for 20 years, 17 years prior to now. And one of the things that I miss about it, and I enjoyed about it so much, was the customers. People are very interesting. They can be very, very entertaining, and our job is to serve them. That's what we're here for.
All right, Lee, well, thank you so much for letting us come out and check out Brodee Dogs. As we leave, tell our viewers where they can find y'all here in Leland and your Facebook and things like that.
Okay, well, we're here in Leland at 103A Village Road. That's in the Food Lion parking lot behind the Hardee's and the Bojangles, on the left-hand side of the strip mall that Subway's in.
Okay, so right here in Old Leland, as it's called.
And some people do call it Old Leland. You'll see over time that Old Leland will be revamped.
Oh yeah.
And you can notice that by pulling out of the drive down here and looking to your left and seeing the skyscrapers that are being built. We do have a Facebook. It's Brodee Dogs. You can look on there and you can get some information. I know we're on Yelp. Some very nice customers have put us on there, and Travel Advisor. There's a few reviews and things on there. We've been very fortunate. People have been very kind to us in the reviews. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Lee.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for having us.
Now at Lockwood Folly Country Club in Supply is Teresa Bryant. You are the marketing director here at Lockwood Folly.
Yes,
Thanks
I am.
so much for being with us.
Welcome to Lockwood Folly Country Club.
Thanks so much, Teresa. Lockwood Folly is one of the more established golf communities here in Brunswick County. So y'all have been open for quite some time. Tell me about how it started and how long y'all been here.
Well, Lockwood Folly Country Club was established in 1988, and we're coming up on our 30th anniversary for our golf course. We're really proud of what we have here. Lockwood Folly Country Club is a member-owned golf community, and we take a lot of pride of what we have in our backyard here.
Yeah, and your backyard is quite a spectacular view.
Thank you.
Yeah, the golf course starts and begins at right here with the Lockwood Folly River.
It does. Number one is behind us here, so when you come to our golf course, you get to see this beautiful view, and then when you finish up on 18, which is right over there, you end with also this awesome view.
Yeah, I know that your golfers that come here, they end walking away saying, what a hidden gem in Brunswick County. Since
It
y'all
really
are
is.
not right off of 17, you got to come drive back a little bit to get to it, but it's worth it, isn't it?
It is definitely worth the drive. Lockwood Folly is open to the public, and we're open 7 days a week, all year long. Our golf courses, we installed new greens last year, so the greens are in impeccable condition right now. Our golf course offers great playability for all golfers of all skill levels. It's easy enough for the high handicapper, but it's also challenging enough for the scratch golfer when they play from the back tees.
So this is a great course for maybe somebody who isn't too experienced. Maybe they're looking for something that's easy to play.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And y'all have a pro shop as well.
We do. Our pro shop has a wide variety of golf clothes, both for men and women. We also have golf rentals for those who don't bring their clubs with them when they come to vacation at Holden Beach, which we're only located 4 miles from Holden Beach. So you can rent your clubs and come out here and have an awesome round of golf. After your round of golf, you can stop at the restaurant at Oak and Anchor and have a nice beverage or a snack and enjoy this wonderful view that we have here.
Well, that's awesome. If somebody wants to book a tee time or become a member, how would they go about doing that?
Well, you can easily call our pro shop at 910-842-5666, or you can go to our website at lockwoodfolly.com and book your tee times through easy links there.
And it is open to the public, which is a very important point.
Yes, we are open to the public. We are a true hidden gem here in Brunswick County, and we encourage golfers of all skill levels to come play.
All right, well, Teresa, thank you so much for being with us. And we're going to
Thank
go
you.
ahead and meet Vicki, and she's going to tell us about how you can use this space for your event.
Awesome, thank you.
Joining me is Vicki Spiker. She's the events coordinator here at Lockwood Folly Country Club. Thanks so much for being on the show today.
Oh, it's an honor and a privilege.
Yeah, so we're here at the Lockwood Folly Country Club clubhouse, which is brand new. You're all
Correct.
pretty excited about it.
We're very excited about it. The community saw a need for a building like this, and they approved it, and we broke ground in fall of 2015, and we had our grand opening in May of this year. It was well received. It was quite nice, and that started the pathway for us to offer it out to wedding parties, because it's the best kept secret here in Brunswick County. This view is, a $5 million view.
It is incredible.
So we're very honored to be able to provide it to the public for rental events.
Yes, and behind us is Lockwood Folly River,
Yes.
and it's quite the view. We're here on the balcony that is outside of your events banquet room. And it's a really perfect spot for weddings or any kind of event you might need, a reception, something like that.
Well, I can tell you the brides that I've booked for 2018 have looked at this view. Once they walk through those doors, it's a gasp of, I've never seen anything like this before, and it books automatically. So we are booking for next year, of course, and this room will accommodate comfortably 175 to 180 people. If you're having a dinner with it, if you want it just for a meeting or a seminar, conference, it'll hold 200.
Okay. And as you said, you can do more than just weddings here. There's all kinds of possibilities for
this
meeting
room,
space.
like I said, would hold up to that amount. We also rent our pool house, which has the same view for smaller scaled events, birthday parties, anniversary parties, engagement parties, family reunions we did this year. And that can accommodate up to 100.
Okay, and what other event facilities do you have here?
The restaurant, you mean?
The restaurant.
The
I want to talk
restaurant?
about the restaurant. I mean, I guess you can use it as an event.
Well, we do. We can rent it out for small parties,
Okay.
which we have done in the past too.
Okay, and the name of that restaurant?
Oak and Anchor.
The Oak and Anchor. And is it open to the public?
It is open to the public, yes.
So, what kind of food's served there?
Well,
I'm
they have
interested to
a
know.
diversified menu. They offer breakfast and lunch, and then we have specialty nights where they have wing night, pasta night, and they're doing Sunday buffets now too.
And when's the restaurant open? Is it for lunch and dinner? Or?
Basically breakfast, lunch,
Breakfast.
and
Breakfast.
occasional dinners right now. They're new. We're taking it slow, so we do it right, and I think we'll do quite well here. The golfers love it. They'll come off and they can eat before they go out, or they can come in and have a nice lunch. Quench their thirst.
So there's a bar there?
There is a bar there. Mm-hmm.
Vicki, if there's anybody out there that wants to get in touch with you to book their event at Lockwood Folly Country Club, how do they get in touch with you?
Very easily. My cell phone is area code 603-479-3993. Personal email here, events@lockwoodfolly.com. How simple is that? And please go to our website. You can access all kinds of contact numbers there.
And of course, what's the website?
www.lockwoodfolly.com.
All right, and from there they can also find information about membership information,
Absolutely.
tea times, and things like that.
Absolutely.
And you're located here,
18 Clubhouse Drive.
Clubhouse Drive. So plug it in to Google Maps or whatever, and come on down and check it out.
Looking forward to hearing from people.
Thank you, Vicki.
Thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed this month's show. If you have a question, comment, or a suggestion for us here on Brunswick Biz, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a call at 755-1770 or visit us at atmctv.com. I'm Nathan Evers, reminding you to shop local, and we'll see you next month here on Brunswick Biz, connecting Brunswick County one business at a time.
We are ATMC TV, Channel 3 and HD Channel 910, your community channel.